All right, guys, in this assignment, we're going to talk about the net pay worksheet. So go ahead and open up the file. It looks like this. So net paying means how much money you make after taxes are taken out of your paycheck. So that's exactly what we're going to look for. Just like in real life, when you start working, if you have a job, you notice you make some money, and then they take out all these taxes, and at the end, you have your net pay, so the amount you actually can get in your bank account. I'm going to do one example with you so you can get some free answers here. For this, you probably would need your calculator open. Okay, so in this example, we have somebody who made $300. So let's just go through the rates. And these rates, they change 15%. It kind of depends how much money you make per year. You'll have a lower or higher rate, but we'll go with this 300 times 0.15. So again, you're converting from percentage to decimal, right? That's 15%. So you might think of it as 15 divided by 100 will be 0.15. So that's decimal equals $45. The next one, and you do the same process over and over. So you start again at 300. 300 times, so 5%, it'd be like 0.05, 0.05, $15. And if you're, I don't really need the enter. If you're confused on the percentage, what if I just did 5 divided by 100? 0.05, right? Let's try the next one. 4.2, what's that? 4.2 divided by 100 equals 0.042. So if you multiply that by 300, which is right there, $12.60. The last one, 1.45, can we take a guess? This would actually be 300 times 0.0145. That's $4.35. Okay. So once again, this is your federal government tax, state tax. For us, that's Illinois. I think it's actually a little bit lower right now. Social Security, and then Medicare. So those are federal taxes as well, mainly for like retirement. All right. So what do you actually get from your job? 300 minus all these taxes. 45 minus 15 minus 1.60 minus 4.35. So this person's walking away with $223. They're off, right? You made a bunch of money working at the mall or whatever, and then they take all the taxes out, and you really only get 223. Now you may get some of that back if you file a tax return at the end of the year. Okay, so this one is same idea, just bigger numbers. I'll let you do that. Let's move on down here. This is sales tax. So sales tax, we all pay this when we go to the store, right? So if we buy a t-shirt, we pay for the shirt. It's $35 in this case, but there's always tax, right? So in Boone County or Chicago, wherever you live, that determines what the rate is. I think Boone County is actually like 7.75, but we'll use this example. So $35 times 0.095. I'm just figuring out the tax right now. It's actually 3.33 if I round it. $3, 33 cents. Okay, so I would basically take 3.33. That's the sales tax plus the shirt was $35, right? 35. Together, the shirt is 38.33. The shirt cost plus whatever sales tax on top, and there you go. There is one other way to do this, a little bit quicker if you want to get savvy. If I know 9.5% is my rate, one is like 100%. So if I'm going to be 9.5% greater than one, I don't want to lose you guys here, but 35 times in there times 1.095. So it's kind of like this is 9.5% right there. One represents just 100%. So it's like we're going above the 100%. 100% is $35, but 9.5% more than $35. It's right there. So let's see. 38, 33. So that just got the answer in one step. So if you can figure out how to do it, it's kind of cool. You can go a little quicker. Okay, down here. So this person works at Dairy Queen. They work 20 hours a week. That's what they make per hour, 8.25. And then they also have some tips, cash tips from customers. They get 50 weeks a year they work, so almost the whole year. And you're pretty much going to use this data to figure out how much they're making. I'll just start you off here, but I'm not going to do this whole thing. So gross wages per week. Well, I know they work 20 hours and they make 8.25 an hour. So 20 times 8.25, $165. Tips, that's just flat out like what you get. So 40, right? That someone gave him $40, or maybe a bunch of customers did. Okay, and then you would add these two up, and that would give you this. And then once you have your gross pay, that's your pay, all your money before your taxes, then you're going to start calculating every tax. And that is the same process as we did here, right? So you just take whatever you get here times each one of these, and then you subtract them all to get your net pay. Then this annual just means, okay, now take whatever you've got as far depending on the category. So gross pay, whatever this is, gross pay. You just times it by 50 because they work 50 weeks a year. So annual, meaning like the whole year. So you're just going to basically take your numbers and move it into 50 weeks to figure out what it is in total. I'll leave it at that. Let you try to figure that out. Let me know if you have questions on that one. All right, second page. I'll just do one of these with you here. You're going to use the tax tables. Okay, so if you control click, open this link up, that's going to take you to the tax tables. So these tables are used to determine, based on how much money you make, how much taxes the government actually is going to take. So you only use these when you do your tax return. And a lot of softwares actually do it for you automatically now. But this is where the numbers are coming from. It's coming from the government site. So depending on what you make, this whole table is from $0 up to $100,000. If you make more than $100,000, there's like a separate table you can look at. If you're lucky enough to make that money, that'd be great. Okay, so back to my sheet. So I'm just trying to figure out how much does a single person owe if their income is $43.50. Okay, so they made $4,000. So the way it works, I know it's kind of small. I zoom in here. Basically, there's ranges at least this, but less than this. Like at least $0, but less than $5. And then depends if you're single, married. This is like married people who file two separate returns. It's really rare. Some situations it works. You save some money that way. And then head of household, that's most commonly like a divorced, maybe a single parent with kids or something like that. All right, but anyways, we said we had 4350 and we're single. So let's just go down to the 4000s, 1000, 2000, 3, 4. So we're down here. And I said 4350. Let's see, but less than 50. We're at 50. So it's a little bit confusing, but 4350, this is actually anything under 50. So I'd go to this one. That's my one. And then we got to figure out where's single again. Helps to scroll over here, single. So I'm just coming on down to my number. There it is, 438. So that's my tax based off a single person making 4,350. They would owe the government 438. That's the answer. So this one's pretty similar. And then this, you're just trying to figure out where's there a difference. So you'll notice, I'm not going to do the answer, but when you have very little income, it doesn't really matter if you're, let's just go easy. Let's go $1,000. If you're single or married or any of these, right, they're all paying the same amount. But as the income goes up, these start to change. Single people usually have to pay higher. So one of the questions is to figure out at what point does that change. And then I'll let you try the rest of them on your own. This you may want to Google, perhaps. Yep, and I'll leave that one to you as well. So let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.